Hi everybody, my name is Caden.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Eli.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Jason.
And we're who on the our YouTube channel.
We're a little slow today. We'll make it. Nicole is moving her chair around. Thanks, Kate. Go ahead and run this.
It is a first day. It is the day we are going to work. Today is not the day you are going to worship the Creator, because you would be worshiping the God of the Sun, as that is called Sunday, when you go into the temple, into the church, into the thing with the giant, what's it called? The crosses and all the paganism on top of the church itself. You are going into basically a giant church of Satan is what you are going into when you go in on a Sunday and worship in that place.
Yeah, in fact, you're actually disobeying Yah's commandments, because he says you're not supposed to bow down to any other Elohim. And your heart may feel like you are worshiping Yah. You may think it is. You may hear the organ music and the piano music and people singing, and it may just give you that good feeling. But rest assured, the Hasatan could give you that good feeling as well. He is the master of disguise and master of surprise, and he can do whatever it is. He's got a lot of power, right? He was able to take Messiah YHWH up to the top of as far as he could see and show him the kingdoms of the world and say, hey, these could be yours if only you will bow down and worship me. And Messiah YHWH told him to depart, get out.
Said, you do not bow down to anyone other than Yahuwah.
Yeah.
As it was written. So
there is no Yah in the Sunday worshiping church. All right, so let's get into this. Let's take a quick. First of all, let's do our months. Month 6. It is day 7. First day of the week, day 7 of the month.
We need a process for this.
Yeah, we do need a process.
Like month 1, day 1 of the week, 7th day of the month. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll work through it. So anyway, we are month 6. We are on the first day of the week, not a 7th day. And I'm going to take you guys over to the ghettos of Bitchute. Okay, I'm going to take you over here, and we'll see what this looks like over here. And this is by this guy called Greed Kills. And so we've been uploading over on Bitchute. And, most of this stuff over on Bitchute, I think, are bots. Most of this, but there are a couple of people over there. Greed Kills. This is what he says, Greed Kills. I enjoy listening to your post, but I do hope you realize the Old Testament is the New Testament minus the Law of Moses. Jesus fulfilled the Law of Moses. There's only the 10 Commandments now, and all those commandments stand on the truth and love of God. The blood of God, which is Jesus, God come in the flesh, covers all the sins and made everything clean. People cannot understand this because every man is born a liar, born in sin, and they do not study themselves to be approved. That's why they called Jesus a drunk, an overeater, one who associates with sinners. But God didn't come to save the righteous. He came to save a sinner, and everyone is a sinner because they are born in sin. Only the blood of a sinless God can cover all sin. Jesus is God, showing us how to live in the flesh on earth. That's why the mock Jesus, that's why they mock Jesus, was supposed to say, because they know he is God come in the flesh. God is spirit and lives inside the flesh of all his people. Didn't God say he would come to teach all the people on earth? So then he gives us Matthew 12:23. Behold, a virgin shall be with child. So this is so behold, a virgin shall be with a child and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which is interpreted God with us. Is that Matthew 1:23 or is that Isaiah? Wasn't that Isaiah?
I think it's twice.
Yeah,
because
so that was actually that is the wrong interpretation. If you take it and look into the Septuagint, that is incorrect on this. So let's see what else he has. He has Acts 10:15, and the voice spake unto him again the second time, what God hath clinged, thou call not thou common.
All right. Oh no.
And Paul said, all right, Mark 7:17-22. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was entered into the house of the people, his disciples asked him concerning the parable. He saith unto them, are ye so without understanding? Also, do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him, because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out into the draught, purging all meats. And he said, that which cometh out of the man, that defileth the man. So, for from within, out of the heart of man, proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, and evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. And then he has John 6:45. It is written in the prophets, and they shall be taught of God, every man therefore. Man, I got to tell you guys, I've never heard any of this before.
He's a bacon apologist.
This is a new one. Have you guys ever heard this?
I don't think so. I mean, there's some.
Wow,
this whole thing right here. There's so many errors in this.
Okay, so here's
Take
this is crazy, right? So Yahuwah is not Yahusha. They're two separate people. All you got to do is, like you said, you're supposed to study to show yourself approved unto Yahweh, working in need, not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Here's how we know he's not studying: is he repeats things that every other Christian says. Or
this is new. Jesus was a drunk. Who said that?
I know. I'm trying.
The Pharisees did. When it was about John the Baptist and him, they were like, "See, you say the son of, you say John the Baptist is a demon because he does not eat, but you also say that the Son of Man is also a demon because he comes eating and drinking, and he's a drunkard and a glutton."
Oh, I see. Okay, well, maybe this guy is more studied than I am. I didn't remember that part, but I do now.
So
thank you, Eli.
If the Pharisees were angry with Yahushua because they knew he was God, so they say in theory that he was God, right? And they were angry. They knew he was God. They wouldn't be something they would be bowing down to him because that's their creator.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be sitting there hating him. They hate him because they didn't know who he was. They didn't read the scriptures. They were not studied in the scriptures. So when he said he was the son of El to come to save them, they hated him. They felt like jealous. They felt angry over that thing. They were not having anger because they knew he was God. If they knew he was God, they would have never done that, but he wasn't God.
Yeah, well, it says he fulfilled the law of Moses. We've gone over this to ad nauseum. Anyone that follows this channel, that knows this channel, knows exactly where this is, and you're probably sighing with us as well, because this is what it's day after day after day.
It's a bacon apologist.
It's a bacon apologist, yeah. And so this is, and they, this is interesting, I guess. So anyway, Jesus is not God. Yahushua is not Yahuwah.
One thing, New Testament and Old Testament is all the same thing. It's the covenant, and there's the renewed covenant. It's not the exact same thing. There's completely different stories.
There should be no splits. There should be absolutely no splits versus Old Testament and New Testament. There should be just one continued thing. If you take that one page in your Bible that says New Testament and pull it out, it's the exact same story. It's all the way through. It's just Yahushua came after many years of exile to restore his people to the covenant.
Right.
And if you take away the Old Testament and say it's the Old Testament thing is New Testament, minus the Torah, that's not true. You don't have the prophets. You don't have the prophets. You don't have Solomon. You don't have the kings. It's not the same thing. It's a much different timeline, but it's all one timeline. It's not two different things.
Yeah, and for those who haven't dealt with Christians in this is the same stuff over and over and over and over and over. It never ever changes. So yesterday during Shabbat, we got attacked by a Jew who. He was in our sermon. He was in our teaching on the Shabbat. Then he came into our chat room, and I guess we'll go over this real quick. Hold on. All right, now I'm going to take you guys into our Telegram group that we have here, and we don't have a lot of people because it seems like we offend a lot of people and they disappear pretty quick. A lot of people come in with unbiblical ideas, and I mean, we try to be super nice, but this guy came in, and this is where it starts. I want to talk about this one right here. This was a brother that we have in there. His name is Wade. And we were talking about Shabbat, right? And this is what he says. It says we aren't to cook food on Shabbat or to make fire. So how do we heat up our food for Shabbat if we can't make any fire? Using the gas stove is some sort of lighting a fire. It also says we are not to do any work. What happens if there is only one breadwinner in the household and the person has to work on the Shabbat? And then he says, or say one only pay at month, and it's the day before month, and there is no food and no way to prepare anything for Shabbat because I only pay on the Shabbat. What do I do because my household needs food, but I'm unable to buy or sell on the Shabbat? So this is what we discussed this, and we said, you got to work through this, and that wasn't the whole thing, because this is where is it down a little bit? Mm-hmm. It begins.
So if you hit your down arrow from where you're
at. I did that, and it took me to school. And this is not it, so let's go right here, guys. Sorry, I wasn't.
It's right under my.
Yeah, I see. Sorry, connection. Here it begins. Okay, so here it begins, and right here, and I have to preface this by saying, us as people, we can do a lot better job at being kind and gentle on things like this. This is where it is. So we had this guy pop in yesterday, right? I don't even know what the Hebrew name was, something, and I'm not sure what that was. But he says Toda right there, right? And then he replies to Wade, and he says this: you can ask somebody out of the covenant to do it for you. If you have no alternative, Avinu Malakinu will never be a dictator means if you get put in great distress, you can do whatever is needed since you have no choice. But keep looking for alternatives and pray for a change which will allow you. Okay, right out of the gate, this is straight Jewish, right? This is what the Jews believe. The Jews believe that they can hire the goyim, who are the people out of covenant, to flip their lights on, to do all sorts of stuff, where you don't need to hire people to flip lights on or anything of the sort, right? I mean, that is not considered work. And you're not, we've had Jews come in here that sit in darkness from sunset on Friday evening all day. They sit in darkness, and so this is not part of that. So when we are discussing this, we have to understand exactly what we are dealing with here.
And we know this because we've talked to the rabbi.
We've talked to Jews. We had a rabbi that tried to convert us one time. We were trying to convert him. He hates Messiah Yahusha. Here's what the Jews believe. The Jews believe their Messiah is coming soon. He's not here, he hasn't made it, this is not it. So anything in the New Testament, this is what they don't do this. So this one is kind of weird. I go, that sounds Jewish, my friend. We are not supposed to work on Shabbat. And then I quoted Exodus 28. But the seventh day is the Shabbat of YHWH Eloheka. In it you shall not do any work. You, nor your son, nor your daughter, your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger that is within your gates. So he's saying that human beings or people out of covenant are less than cattle, right? Because you're not even supposed to have your cattle work. You're not supposed to do any of this stuff, right? And so then we had Sarah. She pipes in. She goes, I don't think we should make anyone work on Sabbath, even if they don't keep it. Absolutely, right? And then it gets a little odd, right? So right here, the guy writes me right back. Do not write me friend while using anti-Jewish undertone. And then he goes, that is actually Jewish. The scripture covers the situation where the 12 tribes at Sinai, all in Eretz, Israel. But if you are living in diaspora among nations and you have friends or neighbors, not Yahuwah, you can ask them. So that is, again, that is Jewish, where he says it. That is actually Jewish, right? And we are not Jews. We don't keep those, we don't have 25 other books. So, and I said, I don't consider you my enemy, so I consider you my friend. We are not Jews, brother. We are Torah keepers. We believe in Yahusha as our Messiah. And it gets worse, right? And then he says, that's not right. That contradicts. And he says, we are not Jews. We are Torah keepers. He says, you are anti-Jewish, so you are anti-Messiah. And then I write to him, I said, contradicts the Talmud? We don't believe in the Talmud. That breaks Deuteronomy 4:2. And I'm always going to this, guys. You shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may guard the commandments of YHWH Eloheka, which I commanded you. You shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may guard the commandments of YHWH Eloheka, which I command you. And he goes in, he says, Yahushua is, and will always be a Jew, whether you like it or not. Now, he is gone on here is the thing about Jews, right? The Jews believe they have been oppressed since the beginning of time, and they have this chip on their shoulders that they're a victim, right? That is the Jew mentality, that every Jew is a victim because of all the stuff that happened and the Holocaust stuff that happened, all that stuff, right? They have a Jew mentality of being a victim. Oh, you're being anti-Semitic. Now, the thing about the word anti-Semitic is it means Shem, is Shemite. If you are anti-Semitic, you are anti-Shem. That was one son of Noah. So where that word came up, it's crazy, and I don't know. And he says, I am anti-Satan, Jews believe in, this is what I said, I am anti-Satan, Jews believe in demonic books. And anybody that doesn't want to say that the Jewish Talmud is evil, there's a book I downloaded a long time ago. I can't remember what it was called, but it's one of them. And listen, you can do evil things to people. The circumcision that the Talmudic Jews do involves them putting their mouth upon where they have just cut off, and they're sucking the blood in, friends. That is what they believe, and they have gone away from that. Number one, they're ingesting blood. We know we aren't supposed to ingest blood. And then he goes, watch your language. I rebuke your evilness. Okay? And he's getting real angry because we just called out his entire religion, which is the Talmud, right? And then he goes, without the Jews, you wouldn't have any Torah. And I go, wrong. let's begin. He says, without the Jews, we wouldn't have any Torah. Now, the Yahuda, what they call Jews, he was the fourth son of Yaakov, right? There were no what they call Jews until after Yaakov and his kids, right? Even then, the Torah was given to Moshe. The Torah was actually given to Abraham. It was given to Isaac. It was given to Yaakov. They all did sacrifices. Adam did sacrifices.
They were given a verbal Torah, as it states in the New Testament. It says they were given a verbal Torah until a written one was established.
Yeah, and this was not just given to the Jews. This was given to anybody who wants to keep the laws, statutes, and commands. How do we know this, Eli?
It's because, how do we know
How do you know it's not just given to the Jews?
Because it went to all 12 tribes of Israel.
No. How can we don't know? How do we know? That's just some basic thing.
Because it goes to the Hebrew and the stranger.
Yes, there's one Torah for the stranger and there's one Torah for the Hebrew. It is for everybody. Yah said that himself. So that is. So we go over the rounds with this, and I'm going to end with this thing right here. But guys, we are not Jews. You do not want to be a Jew. A Jew does not believe in Messiah Yahushua. And if you do believe in Messiah Yahushua, well, you've violated Deuteronomy 4:2, because you're adding all of the books outside of the Torah, and you're adding it as doctrine, and you do evil things. So with that, what's going on, Nicole?
I just thought you said that funny, but I don't know.
Did I say that funny? Anyway, if I said it funny, it's not meant to be funny. It is meant to be very serious.
Like the weird way that you said it. It wasn't funny. Like you said it like...
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Not like the funny of the other day. No. So let's get into this, guys, real quick, and give me some blessings real quick. Yah's blessings. What do we have? What blesses us? I feel like I am blessed today because our cow is still alive, and she hasn't gotten worse. She still can't get up by herself. But Jaden has been a warrior and has been out there for nights on end. Nicole has been up for nights on end, readjusting, getting up. Every couple hours we got to go out there. If the cow goes to her side, she could die. And
they get really sick when they go to their side. It makes them like weak and worse.
Yeah, and so we're always out there trying to adjust her. When she can walk around, and we have to lift her up to get up. But then when she sits down, she tips over, and so we're running from the house out to the field and over and over and over again. So that's what I feel blessed about, that Yah has he's listened to our prayers, and even if the cow does die, I know Yah listens, and I have a little bit of hope. And I love the creatures of Yah, everything, even the dogs that bite us and bite each other. They're amazing animals. I don't know of one single animal that is not unique, that doesn't do something awesome, from spiders to ants to, everything that is out there. Our Creator creates the coolest things ever, and he creates them in a way that it sustains the environment, that we can stay alive because of it. As the trees die and the shrubs die, and it goes into the field, and puts nutrients into the field, and animals will come and animals will go, and it puts back stuff into the ground. Our environment is perfect. There is nothing our Creator has done that is not perfect, and by that I give him all glory, all honor, all praise. And there's no one greater, and there will never ever be anyone greater. Hasatan can do all he wants, all he tries, and he can alter DNA, and he can give everybody crazy stuff and kill off the entire world. But you know what? Yah's ways are the right ways. All right, next.
I am grateful for this family, here in physical, and the family outside that is willing to spend time with us on Shabbat, that is willing to spend time and give their opinions, but also this family here. A family is just a very blessed thing. A family is it's a blessing to have a family, to have people that are close to you, that care about you. And it's just a blessed thing.
Yeah, and that is, that's a beautiful thing, Cade, and I will take that a step to the sadness that a lot of people don't have what we have found. A lot of people are single parents. There's a lot of single people out there, a lot of people that have taken heartbreak and brokenness, and there is nothing better than a fully functioning family. But you won't find a fully functioning family unless you're in the Torah. Right? If you're not in the Torah, you will be led astray, and you will lead your family astray, and you will hurt them. And you don't mean to, but you just don't know. And so, yeah, beautiful. Jade.
I'm thankful for a roof over our heads, and
Yes.
for the shelter, a little shelter for the cow as well, so she can be dry while it rains during the night.
Yeah, absolutely. We are those poor people, and so it is, everything that we have is absolutely beautiful. And when it rains, I'm always thanking Yah that, wow, thank you for that we were able to afford the tent over our heads and the house over our heads. And he's just such a beautiful, wonderful provider. I can't thank him enough, and I can't give him enough glory. Nicole.
For hearing To be able to hear
Hearing.
the birds, hear speak, hear people.
Yeah, and that's yet another mystery of our Creator, right? How do we take audio waves and take these vibrations, and the vibrations that you guys are all hearing are making sounds into your hair, and you can just figure this out, right? How is this even possible? This is amazing. Eli, what do you got?
I think for clouds, one, they bring us rain, and two, sometimes when it's really hot, they'll just like cover up the sun for a little bit, make it a lot cooler, give us a little bit of shade.
But what about those giant airplanes that are dropping the clouds over our heads and it makes the sun go away, Eli?
They're fake clouds.
Yeah, they're fake clouds, but what do we do about this?
Not thankful for those ones.
You're not thankful for those? I honestly haven't seen it. I don't even know if I've seen a cloud in 10 years.
Pray for protection from them.
Yeah, pray for protection. These psychopaths are above our heads. They're dropping stuff on our heads all the time. And it's just more of a way to depopulate the world as they claim climate hoax crap and all this stuff. And I guess can't even say climate hoax anymore because that's like being banned off everywhere. So I'll stop with this, and I guess we'll begin. Deuteronomy 9. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Shema. Hear, O Yisrael. You are to pass over the Yarden this day, to go in to possess nations greater and mightier than yourself, cities great and fenced, up to heaven, a people great and tall, the children of the Anakim, whom you know, and of whom you have heard say, who can stand before the children of the Anak? Okay, so this is I got to pause real quick because a guy the other day was he was going, oh well, you know, the people of Israel, they murdered everybody, right? Yeah, they murdered everybody, so you didn't have 30-foot people that were owning you.
And
Look,
they weren't pure DNA.
No, this could be. Here's the thing: if Yah hadn't gone and killed everybody, right now you could have been you could have been the slave of a 30-foot dude. He could have let you out of your cage this morning. There was nothing that could be done when you're dealing with people of that size. You are you're an ant to them, and they will dominate you. They will take care of. Look, if we hadn't killed off the giants, it wouldn't just be the NBA we have. It would be something else. It would be like triple NBA. Okay, 3. Understand therefore this day that Yahuwah Eloheka is he which goes over before you. As a consuming fire he shall destroy them, and he shall bring them down before your face. So shall you drive them out and destroy them quickly, as Yahuwah has said unto you. Okay, these are these hard words again, right? Kill them all. Speak not into your heart, after that Yahuwah Elohim has cast them out from before you, saying, for my righteousness Yahuwah has brought me in to possess this land. But for the wickedness of these nations, Yahuwah drives them out from before you. So that's a huge thing right here.
Not because you're a good person, it's because they're super wicked.
Yeah, don't get it in your heart that when Yah comes over, I mean, it's like when Yah is on your side and you're fighting alongside Yah, nothing can touch you. Nothing. Satan can try, the demons can try, they can do whatever, and they might hinder you, they may give you splinters, but they're not going to be effective when they're dealing against Yah. Verse 5, not for your righteousness or for the uprightness of your heart do you go to possess their land, but for the wickedness of these nations Yahuwah Eloheka drives them out from before you, and that he may perform the word which Yahuwah swore unto your fathers, Abram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Understand therefore that Yahuwah Eloheka gives you not this good land to possess it for your righteousness, for you are a stiff-necked people. Remember, and forget not, how you provoked Yahuwah to wrath in the wilderness. From the day that you did depart out of the land of Mitzrayim until you came unto this place, ye have been rebellious against Yahuwah. Also in Koreb ye provoked Yahuwah to wrath, so that Yahuwah was angry with you to have destroyed you. When I was gone up into the mount to receive the sapphire stones, even the sapphires of the covenant which Yahuwah cut with you, then I abode in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. I neither did eat bread nor drink water. And Yahuwah delivered unto me 2 sapphire stones written with the finger of Elohim, and on them was written according to all the words which Yahuwah spoke with you in the mount out of the midst of fire in the day of the assembly. And it came to pass, at the end of 40 days and 40 nights, that Yahuwah gave me the 2 sapphire stones, even the sapphires of the covenant. And Yahuwah said unto me, arise, get you down quickly from hence, for your people which you have brought forth out of Mitzrayim have corrupted themselves. They are quickly turned aside out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten image. Furthermore, Yahuwah spoke unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Let me alone that I might destroy them, and blot out their name from under heaven, and I will make of you a nation mightier and greater than they. So I turned and came down from the mount, and the mount burned with fire, and the 2 sapphires of the covenant were in my hands, my 2 hands. And I looked, and behold, ye had sinned against Yahuwah Elohim, and had made a molten calf. Ye had turned aside quickly out of the way which Yahuwah commanded you. And I took the 2 sapphire stones and cast them out of my hands, and broke them before your eyes. And I fell down before Yahuwah, as at the first. 40 days and 40 nights I did neither eat bread nor drink water, because of all your sins which ye sinned in doing wickedly in the sight of Yahuwah, to provoke him to anger. For I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure wherewith Yahuwah was wroth against you to destroy you. But Yahuwah hearkened unto me at that time also. And Yahuwah was very angry with Aaron to have destroyed him. And I prayed for Aaron also at the same time. And I took your sin, the calf which ye had made, and burned it with fire, and stamped it, and ground it very small, even until it was small as dust. And I cast the dust thereof into the brook that descended out of the mount. And at Tav-erah, and at Makkah, and at Kivrot, Hat-ta'ava, you provoked Yahuwah to wrath. Likewise, when Yahuwah sent you from Kadesh Barnea, saying, Go up and possess the land which I have given you, then ye rebelled against the commandment of Yahuwah Elohim, and ye believed him not, nor hearkened to his voice. Ye have been rebellious against Yahuwah from the day that I knew you. Thus I fell down before Yahuwah 40 days and 40 nights, as I fell down at the first, because Yahuwah had said he would destroy you. I prayed therefore unto El Yahuwah, and said, O Adonai Yahuwah, destroy not your people and your inheritance, which you have redeemed through your greatness, which you have brought forth out of Mitzrayim with a mighty hand. Remember your servants, Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Look not unto the stubbornness of this people, nor to their wickedness, nor to their sin, lest the land whence you brought us out say, because Yahuwah was not able to bring them into the land which he promised them, and because he hated them, he has brought them out to slay them in the wilderness. Yet they are your people and your inheritance, which you brought out by your mighty power and by your stretched out arm.
Yeah.
So I don't think we got any commands.
No commands.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he didn't actually kick Moshe out of the land when he broke the commandment until he tossed his command to the ground.
Crazy, huh?
But he did it for slapping a rock.
Yeah, he's not just slapping a rock, not slapping the rock per se, but slapping it in front of all the people.
Yeah, I mean, but he threw the commands down in front of all the people, which was like, wow, that he broke the commands that Yah wrote for him.
Yeah, it is crazy to see the heart, mind, and soul of Yah, how he operates, how he works, what upsets him, right? Simple little things like that, which I always go back to this. If Moshe was his made man, what are we? How much have we ticked Yah off? And, we need to live in repentance. We need to live in humbleness. We need to live, when we come up with sins that we remember from back in the days, from living in Babylon, we must repent for those sins. And, I will say that, the eyes are the windows to the soul, and the stuff that I saw back in Babylon, I still see in my mind today. It never goes away. The only thing that I have done for you guys is preserved most of you that you have not seen the great evil, and you have not done this kind of stuff, because it never goes away. Same for those guys surfing pornography. You don't just surf pornography. It's not a one-time thing. It's in your mind forever. You never can undo the great evil that you're seeing, and it's evil. You should not be involved in this. You will be lustful against your wife. You will go seeking other women, right? If you look at a woman and you have adultery in your mind, you're an adulterer, right? If you look at her with lust, you are an adulterer. And so what are you doing? You're breaking your wedlock every time that you surf pornography, and you can never, ever undo it. You cannot undo it. I promise you guys that. So if you guys understand this, please stay away from the evil. Stay away from great evil that will hurt you. And I guess let's wrap this up. Anyone else have anything?
Read your Bibles. We hope you guys have a great day or evening or wherever you're at.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a great time. Hope your day is blessed. Hope everything in your endeavors you do is blessed, and that we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, shalom.
Shalom. All right. Bye, everyone.